there. Well, joining us now is Director of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Research at United Against Nuclear Iran, Kasra Aarabi. Thanks very much for being with us on the programme. So we've got confirmation then now of the deaths of these senior figures. How do you think Iranians will react to this?
Well, the Iranian people, their response has been clear. Online and on the streets, people have been celebrating. Even when the report was that he was missing, you were getting videos circulated online from Tehran, from other cities in Iran, with people celebrating with fireworks, toasting. And you really have to underscore that and understand that who Ebrahim Raisi was. Ebrahim Raisi was a mass murdering president. He was known as the Butcher of Tehran. He was Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's protege. He was responsible for more than 30,000, at least more than 30,000 executions in the late 1980s. So the Iranian people are certainly not shedding a tear. In fact, they are celebrating this death. And I think that says a lot about the gap between the regime and the people, and that the Iranian people have made their demands absolutely clear. They seek the downfall of this totalitarian dictatorship.
He had his supporters, though, didn't he?
Ebrahim Raisi's support base is reflective of the support base of the Islamic Republic. You're talking about a very small but radical Islamist constituency. According to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRGC, by its own stats, they estimate they've only got 8 million out of 80 million supporters. So for that small and radical Islamist support base in Iran, yes, Ebrahim Raisi, much like Khamenei, had support. But for the overwhelming majority of the Iranian population, they viewed him as a mass murderer, and rightly so.
The foreign minister was also killed here, very close to the Revolutionary Guard, confronted the West numerous times over Iran's nuclear programme. Is him not being there anymore going to make any difference, do you think?
No, in terms of will it make a difference, Hossein Amir Abdullahian was really just a messenger. Power in the Islamic Republic is held in absolute form by the supreme leader and by his office, the Beit Rahbari, and they control the IRGC. Amir Abdullahian should be seen as was a propagandist, a messenger. So in terms of actual power dynamics, his role is pretty insignificant, despite the fact that you would have seen him at negotiations, at press conferences. He was merely a messenger, and the regime will replace him very, very quickly.
Yeah, that's the crucial point, isn't it? Because the Iranian people may be celebrating, but presumably already the cogs are turning and they'll just simply be replaced by more like-minded thinking people.
I think the key point here is, for Khamenei at least, the 85-year-old supreme leader, he'll be looking at the regime's handling of the past 24 hours, and he'll be extremely worried because he will effectively see this response as a test run for his own death and succession. And if you observe the regime's handling, they have been in full panic mode from the get-go. So for Khamenei, who has spent the past 5 years trying to, quote, purify the regime and ensure a smooth transition process and succession process for himself, the past 24 hours will be extremely alarming, not least because he knows if the regime elites who handled the past 24 hours handle his death in the same way, that could lead to the unraveling of the entire system of the Islamic Republic. So for the Iranian people, Raisi's death, the way the regime handled it, the utter chaos and mishandling, that will actually boost their confidence that when Khamenei dies, elite chaos will be inevitable, and that could be the best opportunity to end the Islamic Republic once and for all.
Great to talk to you on the programme today. Thanks very much for joining us. Kasra Aarabi from the United Against Nuclear Iran. Thanks.
Thank you very much.